Right, so, good morning everybody, how are we doing? Thumbs up there. How are we doing this side? Thumbs up here. Good. Welcome along. Hands up if it's the first time you've ever been to the Samsung Experience Store here at KX in King's Cross. Oh, a few of you. So welcome. Also, that being said, keep your hands up, or put your hands up if you're coming back to another Insiders session. If this is the second time you've been here, first time you've been here, third time, yeah, okay. Jump over there, you came there S25, didn't you? It was my birthday that day.
Yeah, it's your birthday.
So, it's your birthday again today. So welcome back guys, what we've done here today, we'll explain to you the morning, we're going to be getting hands on with all these devices, because it is all about the brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 and the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. And we've created a kind of hands-on approach for hands-on experiences, real-life scenarios that are going to aid you in writing your reviews.
That's right.
And that being said, the BDIP review, threw me off that day, I heard you speaking to you, Mike. Writing reviews, for the people that are returning back once, twice, 3 times, this is the 4th time we've done it. When you write a review today, you get to pick if you want to sit on that side and do fold, or sit on this side and do a flip. You can do both. We really want you to do both, and you're going to get pin badges. So you get a fold pin badge and a flip pin badge. And what we want to do is every time you're returning, you're going to wear the pin badges of the devices that you reviewed. All right. So fast forward a couple of years, you're going to have loads of them hopefully. All right. So do look out for these. We'll give you these at the end of the session. Quick introductions. Before we do that, there are no pneumatic fire alarms today. Okay. So we do hear the fire alarm. Fire exit there. Fire exit there, and fire exit the main entrance which you guys came in. So, little thumbs up, we're loving this. We need those throughout today, alright? Thumbs up. Who are we? My name's Rory, I've been here 10 years. I like smartphones, wearables and tablets apparently. Who are you?
I'm David Wright, and I like smartphones, ecosystem stuff, the whole thing, and computing. A little bit in there, but I love that.
17 years experience there, so you are in good hands, alright? You are in good hands. What are we doing today? Well, we are in Samsung KX here at King's Cross. Registration, gone well, you're all here. Barring a number of people think still waiting to join, but we're all here, welcome. There is still one cinnamon swirl left, so that's nice. Got my eyes on that. What are we doing then? So today we're going to take you through a little bit of a welcome and introduce the morning, so that's looking good so far. Then me and Dave are going to take you through the products. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know around the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, my favourite range of devices to fold, and Dave is going to take you through the brand new Samsung Z Flip 7. Yeah, I'm right there. And then we're going to get hands-on with the Samsung Challenge. The reason it's a challenge is there's 4 stations. You need to complete said station to get a code. When you get a code, you need to get all 4 to unlock this box. Because we've got padlocks here, all right? You see there's 4 padlocks. So you've got 4 teams, you need to work together to unlock that so you can get involved in the swag here. It's got a bucket hat, it's got a blanket, it's got all of that good stuff, all right? More on that in just a second. And then we're going to look to close at around about 2 o'clock. Happy? Happy? Yes. So, what are we doing here? Well, it is all about the brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7. Really hot there, so it's very fun over here. I'm going to take you through the Fold. As mentioned, it is my favourite device. And what you're going to see a lot is Ultra Unfolds. That is the tagline for the Fold, alright? Ultra Unfolds. The reason for that is because the S25 Ultra comes out at the beginning of the year. That's the jewel in our crown of our mobile device. It's our flagship. Before, if you wanted a great camera, you go for the S range. If you wanted a big screen that unfolds, you go for a Fold. There's no compromise anymore. It is the Ultra Unfolds. More on that in the camera spec and everything like that. Alright, so this device, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 is unbelievable. It keeps getting better, it keeps getting thinner, it keeps getting lighter. Alright, so let's crack on and find out a little bit more about it. We're going to bring it to life by way of the current CXPs, and you're going to see throughout this that we're talking about ultra sleek design straight away. Sorry, let's go back, because that was really good photo opportunities, wasn't it? There you go. Are you ready? Let me know when you're ready.
Done.
Yeah, we're good. So yeah, let's crack on with the first kind of 6-speed customer experience proposition. It's all about the design and durability, all right? Ultra sleek design, because These keep getting better and better, and they keep getting lighter and lighter and thinner, okay? This is bonkers. So straight off the bat, when this device is folded or closed, however you want to say it, oh no, before then, colours. Slow down, you move too fast. Colours is available in Silver Shadow, Jet Black, and the Hero colour, which is Blue Shadow. The Hero colour, which is Blue Shadow, which is the one that I'm using. And you will get hands-on with these throughout the day. We've got devices here to hand out to you throughout the experiences. When you get a device, you will get a wristband. And this is how we know you've been given a device. So no saying you've not been given a device, right? If you've got a wristband on, you know you've got one. You don't get to keep these, unfortunately. So yes, Silver Shadow, Blue Shadow, and Jet Black. Raise your hands if your favourite colour is the Silver Shadow.
No.
But you don't be scared if you like it, just because no one else put their hands up. Not very popular. Okay, cool. Blue Shadow, the Hero colour. It's got blue, okay? Jet Black. It's a nice little kit, Jet Black. There is one more, however. If you want to go online or buy it from Samsung.com or here at KX, there is an online exclusive of Mint. Doesn't really do it justice there, but Mint is a nice little kit. Alright, so there's 3 colours available. The 4th is an online exclusive. Now we can talk about how thin and how light this device is. When it's closed, it's only 8.9 millimeters thin. 8.9 millimeters. And to bring that to life, compared to last year's Z Fold 6, you'll see there the difference, 12.1 millimeters. And get a little bit closer, you can see just how much that has reduced. Any Fold 6 users in the building? Okay, cool. So a really good comparison when you get your old phone with the new one, see how thin it is. So yeah, 12.1 millimeters there. And to bring that to life, we want to mention the Ultra. So remember, it's the Ultra unfolds. The Ultra is only 8.2 millimeters thin. So we're only slightly thicker, but this phone unfolds. All right, you're getting a lot of tech in here for only a few millimeters. Not only that, we want to make sure that we are unfolding this because it has got that 8-inch display. All right, you'd be mad not to unfold it. You don't need to. You do everything you want to do on that cover screen, but we want to unfold it. When it's unfolded, it is 4.2 millimeters thick. Only 4.2. That is just big enough for the charger port. Okay? It's the same thickness, roughly, as a £2 coin and a 20p piece stacked on top of each other. It's very light as well. 215 grams. Only 215 grams. Roughly the same weight as your average medium coffee. Filled with coffee, you know, your medium takeaway coffee cup. Or a pair of sunglasses in a case to kind of bring it to life that way. And it's 24 grams lighter than last year's device. So it's thinner, it's lighter, and we've also increased the screen sizes. So it's thinner, it's lighter, it's quicker, with an even bigger 8-inch internal display. That's gone from 7.6 all the way to 8 inches. And we've also increased the cover screen. That cover screen is now 6.5 inches, up from 6.3. And because the screen ratios have been tweaked, have been designed to be a bit bigger, you can fit more, you can view more. So you can view actually 10% more in portrait, and a massive 26% more in landscape. And word to the wise as well, when this device is closed, like that, we've made it slightly wider, which will reduce typing errors by 19%. I've been using this for a couple of days and I can attest to that. I still can't spell, but when I'm trying to spell what I want to spell, I've 19% better typing accuracy on that nice large 6.5-inch display. Now, we spoke about the screen sizes, we spoke about how big they are and how light it is. Durability. A lot of people are a bit wary of the flips and the folds in terms of the durability. We've still got all the durability pieces you'd expect. I need to mention, we have got an 8-inch display internally, no S Pen support, all right? Because we've taken out the digitalizer to make it thinner. They probably asked a lot of people, S Pen or thin and light? Majority went for a thinner and lighter device with no S Pen support, okay, so FYI. Talking of screens, when this device is closed, you have a brand new Gorilla Glass Ceramic 2 on the front, protecting that. Gorilla Glass Ceramic 2, and Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the back. Alright, so it's fully protected. And also, when it's closed like that, your screen internally is a lot more protected. You're having a really bad day, you can drop it when it's open, and it lands straight down and it bounces up and lands on the screen screen. That's never going to happen, right? So we're ticking all those boxes. In terms of durability as well, if you want to take pictures of a goldfish, like this gentleman's doing, this device is IP rated, it's still water resistant. IP48, okay? So the dust resistance side of things is still there. Not as dust resistant as our flagship, because we all know that IP68, so this is IP48, but it can still be fully submerged in water for up to half an hour. But taking photos of your pet fish. Also,
you can do water and dust.
It's still water and dust, yeah, it's not as resistant as some of our flagships. So our flagships are IP68, the flips and the folds are IP48. Because we've got that hinge, they can't be fully dustproof because of that hinge. What else have we done? We've updated the flex hinge to make it even more durable. Again, with that durability side of things, people are worried about that ultra-thin glass bending, people are worried about how many times they can fold or unfold these devices. It's still the same. 200,000 times this device can be folded or unfolded. I always say this, I'm not popular enough to unfold my device 200,000 times, alright? Roughly about 100 times over 5 years. I don't need to open my phone 100 times a day because I've got a cover screen. I'm not watching Netflix that much, but just know over 5 years you're completely covered. 200,000 times and it can be unfolded. So that's the durability side of things. What's powering this device? It's got the most powerful processor in a foldable device ever, thanks to our friends over at Qualcomm, who are Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy. This has been designed and optimized for our devices, all right? The same as our flagships, it's now in a foldable. So, Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, we have got the same size battery as last year, 4,400 milliamp hours, thank you. We've got the same size battery, but you're getting up to 24 hours more video playback thanks to that Snapdragon processor optimizing that battery. I've just started watching Stranger Things. Have you seen it? Fantastic, okay? Fantastic. I've nearly finished it. Yeah, I'm on season 4, almost. I can't wait to watch up to 24 more hours of 11 kicking ass in the upside down world. That's what I did. So we can get that because of the enhancements to the processor and increasing that battery. So same size battery as last year's device, just we've got that processor to optimize it. 4,400 milliamp hours. So we've mentioned as well the fact that it's the Ultra Unfolds. Why is it the Ultra Unfolds? Because it's got a 200 megapixel main camera like the Ultra. So you're ticking all of those boxes in terms of our next-gen Pro Visual Engine, giving you phenomenal photos of a nighttime and of a daytime. Not only photos, videos as well look phenomenal thanks to our enhanced nitrography. So we've got 200 megapixel camera, your everyday shooter, the same sensor that's in our Ultra. But you are only getting 30 times space zoom, not 100 times space zoom on the Ultra. Again, we spoke to most people. Do you want a good-looking camera to take photos and videos of a nighttime? Yes, that appeals more people than they're going to zoom in X amount. So you've got space zoom up to 30 times. But yeah, you've still got a fantastic camera, 200 megapixels. Last year's device was 50. Now it's 200. So,
Zoom is the digital one.
yes. Yeah, digital. Uses space zoom, so it uses AI to get the best out of it after. So we've gone from 50 megapixels all the way to 200 megapixels. And what I love about this is if you're taking a photo using 200 megapixels, you go to your gallery after you've viewed it, open up your device. You can zoom in and you get 4 times more detail thanks to that 200 megapixel main sensor. Also, we have got as well, we've continued to have this, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, right? 12 megapixels ultra wide. What we've done on this year's Fold, however, we've added in autofocus to that 12 megapixel ultra wide lens, giving you for the first time on a Fold macro mode. So macro mode gets you pictures up close and personal and keeping that quality. So with ultra wide angle lens, you can get 123 degree field of view and up to 2 centimeters away from your favourite bit of jewellery or your favourite insect to get that macro mode to make sure photos look unbelievably crisp and clear, ultra wide and ultra close. First time in the foldable. And aside from that, it is all about our AI experiences as well, because we will continue to make Galaxy AI better. We launched this last year in the S24, keeps getting better. Audio Eraser is one of my favourite apps that I've ever used on my device, so good. We've still got Google Gemini. You're going to get hands-on with Gemini Live with Dave later on in that kind of section over there. But to kind of remind you how good our Gemini Google AI interaction is, we've all heard about the multimodal search, right, that came out this year. We can ask your device to do one thing and it does countless things for you after that. Example, I can ask my device, find me Liverpool's next fixture, add it to my calendar and set my alarm for an hour before kickoff. You can say, find me a vegan restaurant with outdoor seating that's pet friendly and send it to Dave. You can ask my device to do a lot more. Now, if I was a F1 fan and I wanted to add next year's calendar of F1 races into my own calendar, it'll take me a while. I've got to go to each month and add in China and what time it started, etc. It'll be quite long. Now, with Google Gemini, I can put a picture in there and I can ask it, could you add these F1 race dates to my Google calendar? Could be Google calendar, could be a Santa calendar. It's up to you. Of course, she's going to reply.
All right, you want to create these 24 events. Do you want to go ahead and create them right now?
And you've always got to say yes, please. You've always got to say yes, please to AI. Right? We never know what's going to happen. Again, give it a couple of seconds.
Okay, everything's done.
There we go. So I don't need to add Australian Grand Prix, the 6th of March, Chinese Grand Prix on the 13th of March. It doesn't inform me. Perfect if you're walking past the music festival, there's a couple of days, take a picture of the poster, ask Gemini to add it into your Google or your Samsung calendar, and away we go. Using Gemini Live, however, with our camera, if I want to bring this to life, you can press on the camera logo there when you open up Gemini, go to Gemini Live, click on the camera logo. You might be in HMV. I don't know if it's still open, but if it is, get yourself taken to me. Linkin Park album, top left. I'll say this, I stopped listening to Linkin Park at the High Grade Theory, so I have no idea what that album is. But I could use Gemini Live and ask a question, what's that album top left?
The Club of the Minutes to Midnight. Do you have a favourite song from it?
And if I did, I could say, yes, play it, add it to a playlist, yes, play X song and send it a day. You can really ask Gemini to do a whole lot more than ever before, and it keeps getting better, it keeps evolving. And of course, that's on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. So, a little bit here of what's inside the device. We've got a brand new One UI. So the One UI 8 is on the flip and the fold, straight out of the box. So the One UI 8 is ready to rock and roll on the fold. Also, Android 16 is ready to rock and roll out of the box on the fold. Okay, so a new Samsung UI and a new Android UI, which is Android 16 straight out of the box. Galaxy AI, I mentioned this as well. I love Nowbrief. Anybody using Nowbrief on their S25? Yeah, a few of you. So if version don't know what it is, every morning, every afternoon, every evening, it gives you a synopsis of your day. In the morning, we check it and say, you've got this meeting happening today, the weather's this, the weather's that, etc. Afternoon it says, congratulations, you've completed this, but you've still got this to do towards the end of the afternoon. And at the evening time, it says, congratulations, you've done this many steps, you've done this, you've done that. Perfect. Check it in the morning, it's up to you. In the morning, in the afternoon, and evening, you might be busy. You might not have time to check your phone to see how many meetings you've got or the latest YouTube shorts. So what they've done now, they've added in audio brief, where we'll read out your synopsis for that afternoon, that morning or that evening, allowing you to get the kids ready for school, butter your toast, do whatever you want to do. Listen to it when you're driving to work. So you've now got audio brief on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. A little thing, but quite useful. And here's the brief synopsis of everything we spoke about. As mentioned, the screen size is massive. It's thinner, it's lighter with big screens. 6.5 on the external, 8 inches on the internal. A new processor there, Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy. Improvements to the CPU, the GPU, and of course the NPU, the neural processing unit, the brains of the device has been enhanced. Nice and thin, nice and light, 215 grams, 4.2 millimeters unfolded. The same as a £2 coin and a 20p stacked on top of each other. 200 megapixel main camera, 30 times space zoom with macro mode unfold. And we've got the next generation Pro Visual Engine great looking selfies and all of that. Gemini Live is on there, Galaxy AI is on there, morning brief, checker briefs, audio briefs, all of that, and One UI 8 out of the box with Android 16. Any questions on the Fold? We're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, okay. Did say that as well. Cameras. So we've got a 200 megapixel camera, we've got the main 12 megapixel ultra wide, we've got a 10 megapixel. Now, we've got a 10 megapixel on the front for your selfies. And for those who've got a Fold 6, we used to have a camera under the screen. Yeah? That was only 4 megapixels. What we've done now, we've got rid of that. We've got a whole bunch of camera, which is now 10 megapixels. Alright? So that's 10 megapixels, both selfies on there. Good question. Keep me honest, I forgot to mention that. Cool. Alright then, I will hand you over the day, who's going to take you through the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7.
Thank you.